Well, hello DirtFish Rally friends, and welcome to Spain for the penultimate round of this year's World Rally Championship. Listen, Spain is a little bit different this year. For 10 years, we've had the opening day on gravel and then 2 days of tarmac. This time round, well, the FI have said, no mixed surface events. So it's 3 days of tarmac. What have we got ahead of us, folks? Well, we've got a fantastic rally, and we'll talk about that shortly. But I'll just outline the 3 days. Day one, Friday, stages to the north and the northeast of Solberg, which is where we are now, which is where the service is based. Round about 110, 112 kilometres of stages. We then go into Saturday. Saturday is really a little closer to Barcelona, to the northeast of Solberg. Again, we've got 6 or so stages, then 117 kilometres to compete on. And then on Sunday, well, that's the final day of the rally. 50 Ks on Sunday, just to the north of Solberg. It's going to be fascinating, as I say, all of it on tarmac. Tarmac here, well, do you know what? There's a mixture. We've got some fast, beautiful flowing stages that are as close to circuit racing as we're going to get. You find a rhythm in those stages and it's devastatingly fun to drive. Sometimes though, it can catch you out. We then go on to the tight, twisty, Nadgery stuff, and there's plenty of that in this year's itinerary. The surface as well can change from a lovely new tarmac to broken, bumpy tarmac. It's a bit, in places, of a rhythm change that you have to deal with out here. Really is a wonderful rally. Drivers love it, fans love it. But where are we? I've told you where we are. We're in the service park in Solberg. Look, that there, can you see that, guys, cameraman? That's apparently that's something people do for fun. It's called a roller coaster. I don't get it. There is no way in the world you're taking me up and down on one of those. But this is the spectator area. Look, it's Gaz and Cole's area this morning. We've got it all to ourselves. Toyota behind us, and then we have M Sport up on that side there. We've got Hyundai here, and they're slightly smaller unit. It's not the usual Hyundai erection. We've got Pirelli as well, looking magnificent on the far end. But behind us, all the work, all the interest, it's in Sébastien Ogier. We saw him going into shakedown this morning. Ogier is the man who can claim title number 8 this year. Now, to do that, he's got to finish ahead of Evans, and he's got to finish in a high position ahead of Evans. 3rd to 4th won't do it. 1st to 2nd, that'll do it for Ogier. He's got one intention, particularly after the difficulties of Finland, and that is to win this rally. Next to him is Alvin Evans. He is my bet for the event. If you're going to have a little bet on this event, for me, Evans is the man. Rovanperä, the great unknown for Rovanperä. He's not done this one in a world car before. 2019 was the last time we were here. It'll be interesting. Takamoto Katsuta, what can he do this weekend? A big, big weekend for him. Don't forget, Katsuta, a relatively successful circuit racer in his youth, enjoyed some degree of success on the tarmac circuits. He'll feel pretty much at home here. Let's come across to M Sport, guys. Greensmith enjoys this surface. Again, good result for them when we were last out. You know, okay, they were a long way off the pace of the front boys, but it was a good, steady run, building lots of experience ahead of next year. Yeah, you know, Greensmith might surprise one or two in the odd stage. Fermo as well. Don't forget, Fermo made his debut on the tarmac in, where were we, guys? Croatia is where we were, and he was quite quick, really quite quick, and very, very impressive indeed. If he carries that form with the extra experience he's gained over the past 3 or 4 rallies, if he carries that form to here in Spain, who knows? He might surprise one or two people with his performance out in the stages. So, what's going on here? Yes, these two, really, really interesting, aren't they? Neil Solance and Oliver Solberg. Oliver Solberg, first time on tarmac in the World Rally car. Quite a lot of pressure on him. He's had 1 day of testing before this event. But have a look at this. We saw him at shakedown making changes to the car already. Those kind of changes to be expected. He's changing the settings on the car. Quite bad oversteer. Was it oversteer or understeer? It was understeer, guys, wasn't it? It was understeer, sorry, he was suffering with. So, looks like he sorted that out. Pressure on him. It's not been the best of years. He had a wonderful rally up in Rovaniemi. It was just incredible to watch him battling with Sébastien Ogier. We saw some incredible times from him there. It's not gone his way since then. He needs a good event here. A good event, well, it's not necessarily a good result. It's a finish, and it's a clean finish, putting in some quick times. The other boy that we got to look out for is Neil Solance. Great to see him. He's in Pierre-Louis Loubet's car. Pierre-Louis Loubet, get well soon, fella. You know, he's had a bit of a biking accident, so we're not going to see him for the rest of the year. Solance and Mark Marty jumping into the seat. What can he do this weekend? He knows the stages better than anyone. Can he perhaps spring a few surprises? Yeah, do you know what? I think he can. We'll keep wandering this way, because Hyundai, for me, is the big question this weekend. What can Hyundai do? The battle we're all watching is the battle for the championship. Alvin Evans, Sébastien Ogier. What will happen there? Well, I really think Evans may well have the upper hand in this one. Now, what Evans would then want for his title hopes is for a couple of Hyundais to get between him and Ogier. Is that possible? At the start of the year, you'd have said no. Hyundai looks really, really, really difficult to drive. The only man who can drive it is the man who developed it, Thierry Neuville. And clearly, if we look back to Ypres, Neuville was quick in Ypres, wasn't he? And at times, Tanak was quick in Ypres. But if we go back to a rally that was more representative, which was Croatia, Tanak was lost. He couldn't get any speed or handling or confidence out of that car at all. Things have moved on. It will be interesting to see Tanak's pace. It really will. Let's see how he gets on. And the other one, you absolutely cannot write off Dani Sordo. You know, Sordo is maybe the most experienced man here. He should have won this rally back in the days of Citroën. He was told at least twice to drop time, to sit quietly in the stages and let Loeb past him. And that must have, for a Spaniard, been very, very difficult. Can he win? Of course he can win. Is the car good enough to win? It's good enough, but have they got that sweet spot in the setup? It is such a temperamental car on tarmac. Listen, when you've got lead driver Thierry Neuville using the handbrake way, way more, 5, 6, 7 times more than any other of his teammates in a stage, it suggests that things aren't set up well, but he's compensating by using the handbrake. What can Dani Sordo do? Well, with the right setup, he can win this one, guys. There's absolutely no question. There's absolutely no question in my mind. So we have a big weekend ahead of us, a huge weekend. All kicks off, as I say, tomorrow morning. 280 plus kilometers, 17 stages of action, folks. Do not miss a minute of the action, the drama, the excitement as it unfolds here in Spain. DirtFish.com, the place to be.